Hey, so today I'm going to take you through the industry of management consulting. So first we're going to talk about what consulting actually is. So the textbook definition is it is the business of giving expert advice to people working in a variety of fields. So oftentimes you're really coming in to solve a problem for people that don't have the resources or the time to solve these problems. So it can obviously span across a lot of industries because there's problems in every single industry. So the typical team structure of consulting is you have a partner, you have a manager, and you have two or three associates or analysts that. So the partner really makes the deals and oversees them. The manager really oversees what the problem, how they're going to solve the problem, and then the analysts really are the ones crunching the numbers and actually solving the problem. And so a typical work week, what it looks like is Monday through Thursday, you're visiting a client site. So you typically fly out Monday morning, fly back to your home office Thursday night, and you're really on site most of the time. So this is a pretty demanding work life. So it's really important to ensure that this is the right fit. So key skills, something that you really have to be able to do is analyze data a lot because you are oftentimes crunching a lot of numbers. You have to be able to solve this problem through data analysis. Then once you have solved the problem, you really have to be able to present well and public speak really well to convince your clients that you do offer the best solution. And some more competencies that are really important are critical thinking, because you have to be able to think outside the box, because these are very difficult problems to solve. That's why you're brought in initially. Research and data collection is also important, because if you aren't able to collect the data in the first place and do the right research and due diligence, then you don't have any data to analyze. And some more qualities that are really required to do the job well is you really have to be able to work well on a team, because you are oftentimes traveling with your team. You're meeting with a lot of clients, so you really have to be a pretty personable person. And entrepreneurial spirit, you really have to be able to think outside the box, because again, these are very, very tough problems to solve. So you have to be able to think outside the box and have those critical thinking and entrepreneurial spirit inside. So ways to learn to become a great consultant. So Consulting Mag, it's Consulting Magazine is what it actually is. So that's what a lot of people in consulting use to keep up with just some of the industry stuff that's going on. Management Consulted is what a lot of college students who are really looking to get into consulting use as a resource. So it has a lot of resources about what consulting is and stuff like that. So case in point, so when you apply for these consulting jobs, you have to do what's called a case interview, which is pretty much solving a mock problem in about 30 minutes. So case in point really teaches you the best way to go about that for the interview. So that's pretty important when you're trying to get the job. Flawless Consulting is a book that a lot of consultants read on how to be a great consultant once you have the job. And so, as I said, you're oftentimes partner facing a lot. You're oftentimes interacting with a lot of people. So it's important to keep up with the news and what's going on. So Bloomberg and Wall Street Journal are really important among consultants to just keep up with the news and keep up with what's always going on. And so how has it changed recently, and how do I think it will? So in the past 10 years, the technological developments have been relatively slow compared to other industries. So most of the developments have been in communication technology, such as email, and a big change has been the ability to conduct meetings over webcam. So now people can conduct meetings remotely. And some recent changes that have happened and that will continue to influence consulting is with a lot of other places, big data and artificial intelligence have been really important. So there's now a lot more data that people can use to analyze these problems. And artificial intelligence is another thing that has been really big in management consulting. So this has allowed consultants to use the interview process make the interview process a little easier. It makes it quicker and more efficient to scan people and get the best candidates. And with this new big data security has been really important. So that's something that has caused a special niche of consulting to continue to grow in data security. So what does the employment outlook look like in the future? So it's really expecting to increase through 2023 because people are investing more in their companies, which is causing more consultants to be needed. It's expected to grow about 1.4% annually. And some specific places that it is growing is IT consulting, because there is so much more technology. There's been a lot of increase in IT consulting and technology infrastructure and stuff like that. And also in the healthcare and life sciences area, because there's a lot more investment there. There's a lot more consultants needed with expertise in those areas, and that's expected to continue in the future. Thank you.